to another Chart Nerd TA update. I do apologize for getting this one out late tonight. Well, later than usual. I do feel a bit under the weather. I did say I would be only doing one upload tonight, but I have uploaded an Algorand TA update to my channel too. So please do head over there and dive into that if you haven't already. I did say I wouldn't be doing any more videos, but you know, I'm up at the moment. I've got a tea here, sort of warming my sore throat, and charts to look at. So I'm doing what I love, and I hope you enjoyed today's content. And yeah, let's dive into this. So I'm looking at Everdome here on the 4 hour. I'm just doing my daily update for Everdome. So straight off the back, okay, you can see that you've got this level of support down here. Okay, so this is our support line at the moment, okay, that we need Everdome to sort of sustain or hold. Okay, if anything does occur in regards to more downside. So that's a current price of 0.00207. Do get that in on your charts, and you can see that it is an area that potentially, if we do fail to break out of this trend line I'm going to put in a second, that potentially we could be looking to retest again. Okay, so do get that trend line in. And again, on the 4 hour, I said that you have some sort of level of resistance right here, okay, above ourselves, of which I do think Everdome is trying to literally break out of, okay, because look, on the 4 hour, you've got multiple points of contacts on this trend line, okay, and you can see that, you know, around these points is where we're continuously getting rejected. I said in yesterday's update, and I said if you do start to break out of this trend line, do look for a long position, okay, do look to go long, because you're breaking out of resistance basically that you've been under since the 7th of October. Sorry, so you know, nearly 10 days of resistance. And once you do break out, I do think you are going to start, you know, potentially starting to do something like this, where you could basically starting to retrace back up to this local high here, of which we've retraced from. Okay. So, you know, for me at the moment, things aren't looking too bad. Okay. As I said, you've got this strong level of resistance above us at the moment. Okay. You do also have a level of support that needs to be held. And I think in yesterday's video, what I was potentially saying is that really and truly, you could be forming some sort of descending triangle here, okay, where you're going to come down and basically squeeze. If you start to lose this level of support, we did predict that you'd have a short opportunity back down to this level of support here, okay, which is why I asked you to get this trend line in the start of the video. So having that level of support and holding that is crucial, okay, and this could potentially be a play. So do look for that short opportunity, okay, back down to that level. If you start to close below this level of support here at 0.00226, do look for that short opportunity, okay, down to an 8.3% short opportunity back down to this level of support. Okay, and that's the near short term scenario, okay, and you fail to break out, because you can see at the moment you're basically what it looks like is you've got a high here, a lower high, a lower high. Right now, if you fail to come through this resistance and put another lower high in, you could potentially start to roll here, and this is where you're gonna either lose this as support, okay, and come down, or you're gonna bounce back up, break for resistance, okay, and look to retest local highs or previous resistance, okay. So again, there's also patterns that you can see within this level of support here. So if we zoom in a little bit closer, okay, you can also see that potentially you've got some sort of higher low here, okay, and you're ascending in this level of support at the moment, okay, on the 4 hour time frame. So you're basically caught between this level of resistance right now, which is just about there. Okay, you're caught between a level of resistance and you're coiling up. So potentially this is a smaller ascending triangle. And this is the last bit of hope that I think we have on the line at the moment, because you came up, came down to support. Okay, you couldn't hold it. You turned that to resistance. You came back down to this neckline, okay, to this support that we're looking to hold of this descending triangle, potentially. Okay, and then you've come up, come back. You've got a higher low right now, and you're looking to break out of this resistance. Okay, so if you see this play out and you do start to break this trend line, okay, this trend line in here that we've been on the 4 hour time frame for the past 10 days, if you start to see that broken, and equally you start to come up and tackle above 0.00236, okay, so if you start to see a price start to break out of here, okay, where we've done something like this, you've got a low resistance, a higher low, a breakout, come back to support, and if you start to see a breakout, you're looking to go long, aren't you? And as I said, you'll come back up and retest previous highs of resistance, working your way back up the charts. Okay, so what you're going to look out for, if that happens, you could potentially be, or we could potentially be in a long up, okay, roughly of around, should be from there to there. For me, you'd be looking to come up and retest this resistance right here. Okay, so you can see that you'd be coming up, retesting this point of contact, okay, of which is an opportunity, a long opportunity from current price of around about 5.36%. Okay, so if that's the case right now, all we need to see to get that is this trend line broken, this long trend line here that we've been under on the 4 hour. Okay, we need to see this double bottom hold, this ascending level of support, and we need to see a close above 0.00236, and that gives you your confirmation on the 4 hour time frame that you're going to be pushing back up to these levels here and sort of ascending to a higher level of support. And what this could potentially look like right now, okay, if you do start to see these breakouts occur, okay, on this, you got this level of resistance right here for Dome. Okay, actually, sorry, forgive me, it's here. Let me get this right. So you've got this level of resistance for Dome right now, okay, and of which you're coiling up on an ascending level of support. So if you can hold this, instead of this being a descending triangle, as I said, let's just get this trend line back on here. We need to see the breakout above this trend line. Okay, we need to see the breakout above it. You can see that you're basically caught between a rock and a hard place. Potentially, you've got this level of resistance, you've got a higher low, you're coming up, and if you start to coil up and break out here and holding and getting above, as I said, this trend line and breaking out of this double bottom pattern, okay, you've got patterns within patterns basically, then this is a bullish scenario. I'm trying to show you both sides here, okay, because potentially, as I said, you've got lower highs, a descending level of support, resistance, sorry, and you've got a horizontal level of resistance. So potentially this is a descending triangle, but equally, okay, as I said, you can see that this is some sort of potential double bottom pattern where you're coiling up and looking to break out. So it all depends, okay, it all depends on, in my eyes, I think it's all about breaking this resistance on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, because if you break this resistance right here that's coiling down and you hold this level of support, you are looking to come up and go long. Okay, but if you don't and you fail to break out and you lose this level of support, you go short. It's literally that simple, guys. That's as simple as I can put it for you. So just to get confirmation of where we're actually at right now. So we're going from this high, retracing to this low. Okay, you can see that currently we've had a little wick down towards the 0.618, the golden ratio, which is where we want to hold support. Okay, because you came up here, you started to retrace, so you ran into the 236, came back to the 0.618, come back up to the 382, holding the 0.50, and this is where I said you're sort of getting that ascending level of support. So if you start to break above these prices, okay, and these levels on the fibs, do go long, okay, at least a minimum up to the 236, and if you start to come up and tackle that, you're looking for a retracement, aren't you? Back up, as I said, to these local highs, and of which you could be forming some larger sort of ascending triangle here, coiling up, looking for a double bottom breakout, okay, at which you retest resistance again. So again, right now we're falling back, holding support, we're looking for the breakout, and it's all about breaking out of this resistance line. It's all about breaking this resistance line, okay, and holding this level of support. So holding this ascending support, holding this support here, breaking out of this trend line, and you're looking to go long. Okay, it's literally that simple. It's a game of support and resistance. Right now you've got resistance, you're coiling up between support and resistance. If you fail and you lose this support, go short. Okay, if you start to come up and break this trend line, look to go long, at least back up to this resistance point of which we came down from. Okay guys, so that's a quick update for you today on Dome. I'm going to keep it quite short and sweet and simple, as I do not feel too good. So but yeah, I hope everyone had a blessed weekend. Until next time, from Chart Nerd TA, peace out and take care.